So, I just finished reading this manga called Killer in Love, and the name definitely fits the narrative of the story. So, it follows Ryuto, a college student who is a nobody in high school and tries to fit in now. He meets a girl named Kokoa and they hit it off, but she asks him to be her fake boyfriend because she is a stalker. And when they're with a group of friends, that stalker ends up stabbing one of them, and Ryuto stabs the stalker. This affects him heavily as everyone around him judges him, and he wonders that even though it was self-defense, if the stalker dies, will he be a murderer? He becomes a shut-in for a bit, but Kokoa ends up visiting him, but the stalker does so also, and he ends up attacking them. But in all this chaos, Ryuto ends up killing the stalker, and instead of going to the police, they end up burying his body in the woods. But turns out he survived, and Ryuto sees that he has no choice and kills him for good. This sets the two on a dark path and pushes Ryuto in a direction that makes him sacrifice everything just for Kokoa. As the story goes on, another psycho, though, is obsessed with Kokoa, who is also a serial killer, kidnaps her and tries to, R-word her, but Ryuto saves her and kills him too, and at this point our boy starts to see a pattern, but still ignores it. They realize the police will be onto them, so they go on the run, but that's when they run into Ryuto's cousin, who's also in love with them, but she finds out that he's responsible and tries to get him to turn himself in. But he tells her that he's in love with Kokoa and can't leave her behind, so he pushes his cousin down a cliff and kills her too. After he kills her, he's kinda too far gone and he realizes that there's no saving him. His sanity starts to leave him, and when he finds out about Kokoa's boyfriend, it just pushes him over the edge. He cheated on her and tossed her to the side, and Ryuto kills him too, but he sees that Kokoa just used him the entire time. Everything is because of her, because she's just a broken girl who's always been alone and just wanted somebody or anybody to love her, her own sad, sort of pathetic version of Prince Charming. But even through all of this, they have no one else left, so they plan to escape the country, but Ryuto ends up leaving her on the side of the road and ends up getting arrested, and the ending is as bittersweet as you'd expect. Ryuto is sentenced to death and Kokoa escaped and is by the beach, the place Ryuto wanted to go. She thinks about killing herself to be with the only guy who ever truly loved her, as every other guy wanted her for superficial reasons and was just kind of a dickhead. But she remembers his words of how she'll be fine even if she's alone, and she tosses her phone in the ocean. And she accepts the reality that she'll never get her Prince Charming, never be happy, and all she can do is watch from the shoreline as that's just her life. The ending was kind of all over the place, but the overall premise of the manga does hit deep, especially for Ryuto's character who sacrificed everything for nothing, and also Kokoa, who goes through all of this just to end up with nothing. I feel that this manga just shows perfectly that someone can take love and just twist it into something that it's not meant to be, but what do you think about this? It's a short manga, only about 39 chapters, but I think it works for what it tries to portray, and I'm glad it didn't try to stretch out the story into 50 to 100 chapters because it would have definitely gone downhill fast.